Join me, everyone. Let's catch the wave on Idiom Radio. Yes, everyone, and I really hope you are ready to catch the wave. We're surfing on Hallyu, the Korean wave, and we have Hyunwoo 선생님 joining me in the studio right now.
안녕하세요. Hello, everybody. Hyunwoo here.
안녕하세요, 현우 선생님.
안녕하세요.
How are you today?
I'm doing fine.
Yes, it's Friday.
Yes.
Always happy.
Yes, TGIF to everybody. And I'm happy to be back here live.
That's right.
With new expressions to share.
New expressions. We will also listen to some of your audio clips, of course, in the second hour. We also have some of your questions. So we'll take care of that here today on the program. Did you have a good week?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
Thanks to everybody who's been... I work in the same kind of field as you do. Like, I can never do anything and feel accomplished without the audience. So
That's true.
I've received a lot of good feedback this week. So yes,
good messages, messages of support,
yes, a
encouragement,
lot of positive energy as well.
That's right, and we'll try to maybe give back some of the love we receive here on the program as well. Not only on Friday, but every single day for 2 hours. We play some of your favorite songs. We talk about Korean culture. Today, we will focus on 한국어.
Yes, 한국어.
Which is?
If you add that "어" there, it becomes the Korean language.
Yes, 한국 is Korea, 어 is language, so Korean language.
Yes. I heard somewhere that someone wanted to say Irish beer or something.
Okay.
And they looked it up in the dictionary, and Irish was translated as island어. So instead of saying island 맥주, they wrote island어 맥주.
island어 맥주.
So we're not talking about the...
I don't think that person was able to get any Irish beer.
Or sell any Irish beer.
Or any of that, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're talking about the actual language here, fortunately.
I guess when you talk about languages, so for Korea, 한국 is Korea, and then you add 어. But let's say for French,
yes,
프랑스 is France. So if I say 프랑스어,
that's French.
French, right?
The French language.
But sometimes they also reduce it and they say 불어.
Ah, yes.
불어.
That's because in the past, when people used to call friends as 불란서, using Chinese characters, that first letter was 불.
Yeah.
So instead of 프랑스, it used to be 불란서. So 불어.
and for instance, 영국 is England, right?
Yes.
So
it's
we don't 영국어, but we don't really say 영국어,
no,
right?
nobody says 영국어. It's 영어.
영어.
Yes.
Short version. Very good. So that's to get us started here. We have two expressions. What is the first expression here today?
So the first expression is 차원이 다르다.
차원이 다르다.
Yes, 차원이 다르다. So 차원 is dimension.
Dimension?
Yes. So we're living in a 3D world, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm touching you.
I'm real. I'm not
Yes,
2D.
you're real.
Yeah. So I drew a picture of a guy who is like surprised to see someone 2D. You know, it's like a paper.
차원이 다르다. So what does that mean? You are in a different dimension?
Yes, that's what it means, literally. But when you say that someone's in a different dimension, it means that they are on a whole new level.
On a whole new level.
Yeah, sometimes when you, like, one good thing about the internet and the fact that you can access the internet anywhere, like anytime, one good thing about it is you can see a lot of tutorials and learn anything, including the Korean language.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you find videos of people who are like masters, who are really good, sometimes you get discouraged by the fact that they're on a whole new level.
On a whole new level.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I'll never reach that level. In that case, you can say, 차원이 다르네.
슬프지만
차원이 다르다.
다르다.
He's
슬프다
living.
is sad.
Yes, 슬퍼요.
Sadly enough, that person is in another level.
Yes. So if you see someone who is so good that you can consider him or her to be in a different dimension, you can say that, or you can try to actually be that good eventually. Yeah, 차원이 다르다.
Can I say about myself?
Yes.
현우, 나는 차원이 다르다.
if you have something that you are so confident about, you can say that. So
나는 차원이 달라.
what are you referring to?
No, I don't know. I was just asking myself, can I compliment myself or can I brag and say jokingly maybe to a friend, 나는 너랑 차원이 달라.
Yes, you can say that like half jokingly. If you really mean it, you would be such a
no.
stuck-up person.
Sure.
But then, yeah, it's just a funny way
달라.
to describe it. And
let's say you wanna say, oh, your friend is very stupid, just for a joke. 너 바보야. And then you say, and then you want to say that you're basically above that person. Then you can say, 나는 차원이 달라. I know the answer to that question.
Yeah. I mean, depending on the context,
maybe
it could work. Like for example, I know you play tennis really regularly.
Yeah.
So like I, as a beginner, if I try really hard to beat you in a tennis game, tennis match, you can say, or people like the spectators can say, 에이드리언하고 현우는 차원이 다르다.
차원이 다르다.
에이드리언은 차원이 다르다. He's much better.
you can say, I guess in English, maybe you can also use this expression. He is in a league of its own.
That's right. Yes. So if this person is not equal to other members.
That's right.
Yeah.
In a different dimension, basically.
Yes.
He's so not in 3D, he's in 4D, 5D.
Yeah. Remember the word 차원, everybody.
차원. I'll show it again to the camera here because you can also watch these shows on YouTube. If you type in Catch the Wave on YouTube, you'll be able to see all the previous shows as well, and you'll be able to see the whiteboards with the expressions and with the nice little drawings. We'll be back after the song break. We have a second expression coming up, and I think it's also an interesting one with people holding hands. We'll tell you more about it. This is 다비치 편지, the letter. Yes, 다비치 편지, a very intense song there. Do you write many letters, Hyunwoo?
Well, not usually.
No?
All my letters or messages have become digital.
That's right. So emails or text messages or photos.
Yeah, I'm more used to, I think everybody is used to the term message than a letter. I think like 10 years ago, if you said a message, it sounded a little bit too artificial and digital. But now messages are everywhere. Text message, email messages.
Yes, I'll send you a message later.
Okay, message me.
That's very true. I guess, our world is changing at a fast pace.
Yeah.
Extremely fast here in Korea. I guess before coming into the studio, we were talking about phones or smartphones, if you want. And Koreans actually change their phones very, very often, huh?
It's really interesting because the basic term, like period for a phone contract is 2 years, but then according to a report, like the average like lifespan of phone service or phone, the period that a person uses a phone for is usually like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So they
less than your contract.
Yeah, they never finish their contract.
Wow. I don't know. Maybe I should change my phone. We'll see. In any case, everyone, let's carry on with the program here. Catch the Wave. Happy Friday. We have the second expression for you here today. We actually posted a photo of Hyunwoo 선생님 and I, a photo we just took a few minutes ago. So you have the two expressions with the translations and also the romanizations of the expressions. So you can also try to pronounce these words. So the second one is what? About holding hands, huh?
Yes. Or holding up someone's hand.
So what is it?
손을 들어주다 is today's expression.
손을 들어주다.
손을 들어주다. So literally 손 is a hand and 들어주다 is to put it up, for someone. And it can mean many things, but in this case, usually, like especially in newspapers and news articles, when you are reading about a lawsuit or like a court judging in somebody's favor, you can see this.
손을 들어주다.
손을 들어주다. So
it's like in a boxing ring.
Yeah, boxing.
Like a boxing match.
Yes, and the referee,
at the end, he holds like the two I guess players, boxers' hands, and then he just lifts one up, right?
Exactly.
You are the winner.
You're the winner. And whoever is not held up with like by the hand is not the winner.
The winner, yeah.
So 손을 들어주다 just literally means like put up someone's hand and not the other person's. And you hear, like, since we're talking about phones earlier, you get to see many articles about big companies fighting over like a certain patent, like a technology that they claim that they came up with first.
Sure.
And then you can also see news articles about the court ruling in like a certain company's favor. 손을 들어주다, or just saying that, oh, you are right. You have the right to sell this.
And what's funny is that depending on the country where I guess this issue is being ruled, the outcome can be different.
Yes, can be different. It's not usually like always different, but can be different.
Sometimes.
So 손을 들어주다 sounds like a very casual expression, but you can see this in very serious articles too.
Yeah. And 손을 들다, that's also an expression people use at school quite often.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Raise your hand. 손을 들다. In maybe in European countries or in the States or in other like more, I don't know, countries where the students are encouraged to be more active, I guess.
To participate.
Yeah, maybe too many students raise their hands. But in Korea, too few students raise their hands.
That's true.
손 들어. Like, any questions? And then the
들으세요.
students are quiet, just
That's
listening.
Right. No one. 손 들으세요.
Yeah.
And you can do the same. Don't raise your hand, but send us a message. Send us a message and we'll answer your questions. I guess it's a way to raise your hand.
You can raise your hands and then use them to message us.
That's right. With your smartphones, with your computers, feel free. So that's the second expression, everyone. Once again, I'll show it to the camera for those of you who are watching us right now. You can check out the videos, as we said, on YouTube. Catch the Wave. And we'll be back in the second hour. We'll listen to some of your audio clips. You can send them to us, catchkoreanwave@gmail.com. And we will also answer your questions regarding Korean language or Korean culture. Send them to us here on the message board and on Facebook. The next song here is Thomas Cook with 솔직하게, honestly. All right, everyone. Welcome back for Catch the Wave. The second hour of our program is continuing. And we have Hyunwoo 선생님 from talktomeinkorean.com.
안녕하세요.
Yes, and we will now listen to some of your audio clips. If you want to participate, it's actually quite simple. All you have to do is record your voices in Korean.
Yes. It doesn't have to be long or complicated. It can be short and sweet. And
that's right.
Simple. It doesn't have to be sweet, though,
No, it could be anything, basically. Anything you maybe heard from a song, from a drama, from a movie, from your Korean class. Anything you want to share with us, just talk in Korean, record yourself, send us your audio clips. The email address, once again, is catchkoreanwave@gmail.com. Now, we have the first message, and if you participate, you'll be able to go home with some presents as well. Hyunwoo 선생님 will actually send you probably a book, right?
That's right. We have published and we are publishing many books, almost one book each month. So we will be sending you one of those books to you if your audio clip is featured
on our program.
Yes.
And the first person here we're going to talk about send us a very simple, straightforward message. It's Hanan Mohammed. Hanan Mohammed.
Hi, Hanan.
Yes, hello. Sending us a message, I think, from Korea. This person is a foreigner, but living here in Korea and studying here, right?
Yes, she's attending university here in Korea.
That's right. So why don't we listen to her message?
이번 겨울에 제가 하고 싶은 거 턱티미 코리안 더 열심히 하고 그리고 언니랑 같이 태권도 하고 그리고 언니 뭐 하고 싶어요? 말해봐.
She's talking to her sister.
골프 그리고 태권도. 하고 싶어요? 네. 저도요. 파이팅! 그리고 선생님들 아드리안, 현우 새해 복 많이 받으세요.
감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you very much.
This feels much like a phone conversation.
Yeah. Yes, thank you for this message and for your best wishes for the new year as well. So I guess, Hanan, you were with your sister, huh?
Yes.
Recording these. Her sister didn't really say much.
She said 2 words.
What?
골프 and taekwondo.
골프 and taekwondo.
Yes, so those are the things that she wants to do. And yeah, I'm sure since it's January, a lot of people have lots of ideas about what they want to do this year.
Resolutions.
Yes, resolutions. I heard you and
작심삼일.
Esther talking about resolutions earlier.
작심삼일, I said.
Yeah, don't do 작심삼일.
No,
everybody.
don't do it.
Or do it every 3 days.
That's what I said, yes. Because this expression, if you weren't here in the first hour, means that basically your resolutions will only last 3 days. Because very often people start with high hopes and they're fully motivated, very passionate about the new year.
And they say big goals.
That's right. And then a few days later, they say, no.
It happens to everybody. It has happened to me too.
That's right.
Don't worry about it. Just go with the flow.
Can we listen to it once again? Hear her message?
Sure.
태권도 하고 싶어요 is what she said. Why don't we try to listen to it once again?
이번 겨울에 제가 하고 싶은 거 턱팀이 코리안 더 열심히 하고 그리고 언니랑 같이 태권도 하고 그리고
태권도.
언니 뭐 하고 싶어요? 말해봐.
골프 그리고 태권도.
하고 싶어요?
네.
저도요. 파이팅!
파이팅.
그리고
good.
선생님들 아드리안, 현우 새해 복 많이 받으세요.
감사합니다.
I think it's also great that they share the same interests. Because
저도.
yes. Like if they have completely opposite interests, they can never spend some time together. So
Yeah, taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
Are you good, taekwondo?
I am a black belt. I did it for 4 years. So I think, but it's nothing to brag about because everybody has done that. So
자세가 나오는데.
yeah. How about yourself?
He has that position. No, well, I've done a few taekwondo lessons when I was a kid.
I see.
But it was mostly like fooling around, rolling on the floor, kicking in the air.
I was a really weak child, so I think my mother decided to send me to this taekwondo dojang, a taekwondo school, when I was like 7 years old. I had no idea what I was doing. I was the worst student there. And then, I learned how to stretch my legs and kick high, things like that. So that helped.
I'm sure maybe some of our listeners have tried taekwondo before, and if in your country you have a place where you can learn taekwondo, maybe that could be a good introduction to Korean culture as well.
Yeah, and also what's interesting about taekwondo, I think, in my opinion, is since in all the taekwondo training places, they do not teach in Korean, they speak in English, but all the commands are Korean.
앞차기, 옆차기,
앞차기, 옆차기, 차렷,
차렷.
열중샷, things like that. Or 하나, 둘, 셋.
Yeah.
All those words are
count.
in Korean.
하나.
So, yeah, I've met a lot of people.
And you have to make that sound come from the bottom of your stomach.
Yes. I actually went to Venezuela a couple of years ago, and then I met a lot of people who did taekwondo. They didn't speak any Korean at all, but they knew how to say 차렷. So that was really interesting.
차렷.
Yeah, which is attention.
차렷.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you, Hanan, and to your sister as well for your 골프 and taekwondo
Good luck.
adventures this year. We'll send you a little present. Send us your address and contact information. Let's move on to the second audio clip we have here. 안녕하세요. 저는 인도네시아 사람이 디나라고 합니다.
So she's
디나라고 해요.
from Indonesia,
And she's an Indonesian person.
and then her name is Tina.
That's right. And she says, 고마워요. This is her voice message.
안녕하세요. 저는 인도네시아 사람이 니나라고 해요. 한국에 유학하고 싶어서 2년 동안 한국어를 공부해요. 처음은 한국어를 공부하는 것이 진짜 어렵는데 공부 많이 할수록 또 재미있어요. 제가 이젠 한국 친구를 하나 있어서 그 사람이랑 한국말 연습 많이 했어요. 한국 사람이랑 이야기하다 보니까 한국말은 또 유창하고 익숙할 수 있어요. 다음 3월에 저는 서울에 여행하러 갈 거예요.
Oh, nice.
서울에 있을 때는 한국 사람이랑 자연스럽게 말할 수 있으면 좋겠어요. 그리고 그때는 아리랑에 가고 싶어요.
Oh, here.
그럼 만나서 반가워요.
Nice. So she wants to, when she visits Korea, she wants to come to this radio station.
Yeah, she wants to visit us here at Arirang
Is
when
she
she
invited?
comes to Seoul. Of course she's
Yeah,
invited.
yeah, sure.
Of course.
So
And
please
all of
come
you,
visit us.
all of you are invited. If you come to Korea, make sure you stop by and we'll be more than happy to maybe share some moments with you, take some photos as well. So what did she say here? So she says, Indonesia 사람인 디나라고 합니다. So how
Yeah.
she wants to say that she's Indonesian and that her name is Dina. How can
Yes.
we correct her?
Oh, I think it's correct. The way that she pronounced it was fine, and the sentence is awesome. Indonesia 사람 in is a way to say like I am A/B. So Indonesia 사람인 디나라고 해요. Perfect there.
Okay.
And wanted to study abroad in Korea. So
Yeah.
1년 동안 한국어 공부해요. I think this part is tricky because in some languages when you say 1년 동안 you do not use the like past tense.
Yeah.
But in Korean, you have to say 1년 동안, like for a year, 한국어 공부했어요. Like in the
했어요.
past tense, not instead of the
했어요.
present tense.
Yes. 어려웠는데.
And yeah, so it's been difficult. So she said it like 어렵는데?
Yeah, why don't we listen to it right now?
진짜 어렵는데
Yeah. 어렵는데.
어렵는데.
That's what it sounded like.
네.
If you can enunciate every syllable a little more, 어려웠는데. 5 syllables. That would, yeah, that
어려웠는데.
would be better.
That's right.
어려웠는데. And then she said, 제가 이제 한국 친구를 하나 있어서. So she wanted to say that now she has a Korean friend, one Korean friend. In this case, I would say 한국 친구가 하나 있어요.
한국 친구가
Instead of 를, yeah.
하나 있어요.
Yeah, 한국
Okay.
친구가 하나 or 한 명 있어요.
And then she talked about 한국말.
Yes, so 한국말, she practiced 한국말 with 그 사람, that person.
Okay.
Yeah.
한국말, is it 은 or is it 한국말 을?
한국말을 연습 많이 했어요.
Let's listen to that part. I'm actually quite curious. What did she say?
제가 이젠 한국 친구를 하나 있었어.
네, 한국 친구를
So
하나
that's
있어서.
the one we talked about. And then the next one is 한국말.
Yes, 한국말 연습 많이 했어요.
Let's listen to that part. 한국말.
한국말.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess we don't have that one.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll just move on. I guess she continues on and she says, 다음 3월에.
Yeah. So this, I think, this March.
Coming
not,
March,
yeah,
right?
Not next year. This coming March. So in this case, I would say instead of 다음, I say 이번. This March, because this coming March is what she's saying. So 이번 3월에 she's going to travel to Seoul, which sounds awesome. So please stop
Yeah,
by. Yeah,
come.
Arirang Radio.
Anytime.
Yeah, and in the last line, she says 만나서 반가워요, which means nice to meet you. But in this case, since she's saying goodbye, basically,
Yeah.
she can say 반가웠어요
In the
or
past tense,
Yeah, or-
반가웠어요.
just one of those goodbye expressions. 안녕히 계세요.
안녕.
Yeah, or 안녕.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Dina, for your nice little message here. I guess we were happy to talk to you and to hear your voice. We will also send you a book, right?
That's right. We will send you also a book from Talk to Me in Korean so that you can further improve your Korean.
That's
Good luck.
right. So send us your address and contact information, arirangradio.com/catchthewave. You can use winner information. If you check our menu, you will see there is a place called winner information. Send us your address and contact information. And this goes for all the winners all throughout the week. Leave us your messages there.
And
we'll
we
play
would
some
like
music.
to have as many winners as
Of course.
possible.
Send us your audio clips. Yes. We'll play some music and we'll be back in just a few seconds. We will answer your questions. It is now time for M Black. Why? Yes, everyone, it's over. No, it's not over. No, what am I saying? No, it's not over, everyone. M Black, that was why. We have some more K-pop coming up. Stay tuned. We have Hyunwoo 선생님 from Talk to Me in Korean in the studio.
That's right.
And we're now here to answer in part 4 some of your curiosities, some of your questions.
Yes, and if somebody asked me to pick a favorite section out of those 4 segments that we do together, I would have to pick this because
Really?
yeah, it's like a really
Why?
nice interaction with all the listeners.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be able to answer some questions that they couldn't find answers
For me,
for.
I think I like the previous section,
Like,
where we listen to the audio clips.
Of course, I mean,
I think that's the
Yeah.
the fun one for me.
Yeah, I mean, by saying that this is my favorite segment, I wasn't saying that the
No.
others were not as
No,
important.
because you're the teacher, so you like helping them. So that's why you like this part.
yes, yes.
Answering their questions.
And sometimes the questions can be a little bit unpredictable.
yeah, that's
So,
that
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Hopefully I have some unpredictable questions here so that Hyunwoo cannot answer them.
I hope not.
No, we're going to start with this one. We have Sudabe. Sudabe from Iran joining us. Hi, dear teachers. I have a little question here. What is the difference between 그제 and 어저께?
Okay, so I think this is a little bit unpredictable because usually people ask about the difference between 그제 and 그저께 because they're the same thing.
Yeah.
And 그제 is 2 days ago, the day before yesterday.
Okay.
And 어저께 is just yesterday.
Okay, so your question, 그제 is the day before yesterday, 어저께 is yesterday, and what was the other one?
그저께. So there are 2 sets. 어제, 그제. 어제 is yesterday. 그제 is the day before yesterday. And you can just change both to the 적게 form. 어저께, 그저께.
어저께,
그저께. Yep.
어제, 그제.
네, 어제, 그제.
Okay, there you go. Hope it's clear enough. So that's for you, Sudabe from Iran. If you have some more questions, don't hesitate.
For your reference, I think children use 어저께 more often. Yeah.
어저께.
Yeah.
We also have Ma Angeline here from the Philippines saying, Hi, DJ Adrian and Hyunwoo 선생님. It's my first time listening to this segment since CTW time is always during my return home time.
Yeah, I guess.
From work.
Uh-huh.
So basically,
she's
퇴근 시간.
Yeah, she's always on her way to home.
That's right. But since it's her vacation right now, I guess she can listen to the program.
Awesome.
Perfect.
And she added some laughing sounds at the end.
Well, thank you very much in
Thank
any
you
case.
for listening.
That's right. We also have a hello from Irene from Portugal, and she was saying that she actually works with your website, Talk to Me in Korean. Well, actually, she did. She says, I already have the level 1 and level 2 of TTMIK. And I stopped for a while studying Korean, but your dedication to make us learn this amazing language makes me want to start again.
Thank you. Actually, she posts frequently some responses on my Facebook page as well. And I was talking to her in a reply that I really wanted to visit Portugal like one day. So it's my promise to you.
There you go, Portugal. I've actually been to Porto, where they sell this, what shall I say, this famous wine. It's called Porto wine. And it's basically wine that was, I guess, cooked once. And it's a bit sweet. And
Interesting.
It's actually really good.
Awesome.
Yeah. We have Med. Or Meda, maybe I should say. 안녕하세요, Adrian 씨 and 현우 선생님. I am Meda. 새해 복 많이 받으세요.
새해 복 많이 받으세요.
Same to you. Happy New Year.
Yes.
It was a great year, 2013, because I started learning a foreign language. Till then, I tried to learn only some Indian dialects or languages. And I got to learn many things from you all. The hard work you do, Hyunwoo, is inspiring me. And Adrian, I also wonder, how do you show yourself with always a happy mood, laughing and cheering up the listeners? Because even you can be upset or stressed some days. And as a DJ, you have to keep everyone Yes, positive and everyone's smiling.
The secret is off the mic. He's really
Oh, I'm
crazy.
horrible. I'm horrible to Hyunwoo.
Just kidding.
And do my job. And this person says, this inspires me a lot too. I hope I can learn more from you all in 2014.
Wow, thank you.
Well, thank you. We'll try to be a good source of inspiration for you this year as well. Now, coming to the problem. I have a problem understanding when I listen to Korean. Words that I already know sometimes are hard for me to catch because people talk too quickly or because of the speed. I don't really hear the words properly. So I know the words, but I don't understand them or catch them.
Yeah, a very good question, and I love answering this specific question.
So what's your question? What's your answer?
My answer is, this is my little theory, and it has actually, I have proven this to be working for myself.
And this works actually for many languages, also for people who are learning English.
Exactly. In
Sometimes
Korea.
you know the words, right? You know the words, but when people read the phrase or the sentence really quickly, you don't understand.
Exactly. And my theory is that you can only understand things that are just supposing that you know all the words in the sentence, you can only understand some things that are being read at the speed at which you can also read. So for example, if you have some text and you can read it at this speed,
Yeah.
and if someone else is reading it at the same speed, you can listen to it and understand it. But if someone is actually reading it faster than you can read, your brain cannot follow up, catch up. So that's why you cannot really listen to something and understand. So my advice
That's
is
Hyunwoo's theory.
yes, that's my theory, and it has proven it has been proven true.
It was
for
tested
myself,
several times.
by myself.
Okay. No, but that's
yeah.
probably true. So your advice for Meda here is what? To practice reading?
Reading out loud.
Reading
So
out loud.
That's what I did with English. I really focused on being able to read things really clearly and fast. And then I was able to actually understand everything. So yes, please spend some time reading things out loud, get some textbooks, and then see how well you can do next time.
Okay. Sounds good. Well,
Yeah.
thank you very much for your words of advice here, Hyunwoo. I was checking the time. It's already time for us to say goodbye, but you'll be back next time and you'll continue teaching us some expressions and also answering our listeners' questions too, right?
That's right. I'll be back with some fun lessons.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. The show goes on. Let's wrap up K-Talk with some music here. We have D-Unit featuring Benzino. Thank you.
처음 본 순간